was studying and reading why. The knowledge I presented to him, the man is thought I had BA in marketing. He said, okay, your experience, I think we will go with that. What am I trying to say? What you need in life is the experiences you go through. And most times when you are going through those experiences, it doesn't look like it. It may not look refined. Your duty is to find what you love doing and what the world needs. Then that thing you love doing, refine it, add value to it. And that is what the world will in turn demand and pay you for doing what you love doing. And that is your purpose. Finding purpose will lead to a better physical health and mental fitness. It will also help you live longer. Doing what you love doing add life to you. Are we together? Then how do we find purpose? How do we find purpose in life? If we must discover who we are and why we were created and for what purpose we are created, first of all, I love when the convener was speaking and he said, right mind Africa. See, whether you succeed in life or you fail is a product of your mind. We are where we are today. In fact, your position today simply is telling us the kind of mindset you have been carrying. So for us to find purpose, we must develop a growth mindset. A what? A growth mindset. A progressive mindset. Not a static and a stagnant mindset. You must be committed to becoming a better version of yourself. Don't be ancient of days. You know what I mean by ancient of days? As it has been, so shall it be forever. Be someone like the butterfly. How many of you are doing biology or agric? You know about the butterfly and the stages of growth. From the egg to larva, larva to what? Pupa, from pupa. Now that is how life is supposed to be. There have to be that metamorphosis, a progressive growth mindset. If we must discover our purpose, we must develop, first of all, a growth mindset. And that growth mindset means that you have to be committed to becoming a better version of yourself. Why this is important is that this mindset will help you embrace change as opportunities. If you are somebody who is static, change, the only thing constant in life, we are told, is what? Change. Now, if you are not, if you don't have this growth mindset, when there is a change, you will remain where you are. It's like what happened in 2020 with the event of the coronavirus. Any business person who wants to survive will have to think of social media. Because with the restrictions of movement, and yet you have goods you have to sell. How do you sell them? So we have to be people that are easily, not for good, not changing from good anyway, but the mindset that will help us to embrace change as opportunity. Always see opportunity in every change. Say, this policy the government bring out now, it will cripple my business. No. Think of how better you can adapt that business. All right? Now, this mindset also will persevere in spite of failure. That's why it is important. It will accept feedbacks and constructive criticisms. This mindset. Number 2, how do we find purpose in life? You must create a personal vision. To find your purpose, you must create a personal vision. What do you want to do after leaving secondary school? Even while you are in secondary school, what result are you aiming at? You know, there are people, because of the area where we find ourselves, there are people, maybe their aim and their aim is that, well, after secondary school, I can easily go and settle down and marry. Me, I want to marry. So your purpose in life is marriage. But for you to even succeed in life is a mindset. What are your dreams in life? That mindset alone will make you a liability instead of making you an asset. So create a personal vision. What you want to achieve in the next 5 years, in the next 2 years. What do I want to achieve? Then, number 3, in order to find your purpose, you must cultivate the attitude of gratitude. You must cultivate the attitude of gratitude. One of my friends will always say that appreciation is application for more. Appreciation is application for more. Whatever you show gratitude towards will always grow. It's natural. But when you are not showing gratitude, go to life, to yourself, you are at the same time limiting opportunities that will have come to you. Because there is something about gratitude. It attracts good things. Are we together? Gratitude attracts good things. Then, number what now? Number 4 now. If we must discover our purpose in life, we must learn to turn every pain into gain. What do I mean by that? Take for instance, as a student, you have failed one subject, and you now say, I will not do it again. No, that's not the approach. You can determine to fail that everything that is constituting pain can be turned into your gain. Then you are ready to find your purpose. Number 5, to discover your purpose in life, explore your passion. What are you passionate about? What are your passions? You love football. That is your passion. What are you doing about it? Even if you cannot play, you cannot be a professional player, but you can also be a professional coach. You understand what I'm saying? So, explore your passions in order to discover your purpose. It is in the process of exploration of your passion that you will discover your purpose. You just like fixing things. It could be that you will be a good engineer. You just have passion when people are suffering. You want to. It could be that you are called into the medical world. But then make sure you can stand blood. There are people who are passionate about things, but then they cannot go with the things, the requirements. I've seen a friend who wants to be a nurse, but cannot stand blood. We went to her battle and she fainted. Because she saw blood, a pool of blood. I said, you're not ready for medical work. Please just change career. Are we together? Explore your what? Passion. And then number 6, if you must discover your purpose, you must spend time with people who inspires you. Spend time with people who inspires you. Not people that disdain and demean you. People that talk down on you and call you names, good for nothing. No, relate with people who value you. People who add value to your being or to your purpose. For you to discover your purpose, you must spend time with people that inspires you. And then, to discover your purpose, you must be part of a community. Whatever we do in life, we are people oriented. Imagine a teacher without students. Imagine a doctor without patients. Imagine a politician without a state or a constituency. We are people what? Oriented. You must be part. It is in interacting with people that we discover what we are good at. You can't be an island and just isolate yourself and say, well, you know, I am well loaded, I am gifted. But nobody is experiencing or benefiting from your gifts. No. Who will recommend you? All right? So be part of a community. Showcase your talent, your gifts. And then number 8, if you must find and fulfill your purpose, you must be a reader or a studious person. You must be a reader. They say readers are leaders. Is it not true? Readers are what? Our world is governed by information. So if you are not informed, you will be deformed. True. If you are not informed, you'll be deformed. Despite your talent, you need to improve on it. Find people who are doing what you want to do, and then discover what is their secret. How do they make it? What are their habits? Be a reader. And then we have to, for you to discover your purpose, you have to practice self-acceptance. Accept limitations. Accept failures. But don't remain there. You know there are people who deny themselves. You have failed, you have failed. Agreed. But they how they are, and they'll find a way to improve on it. As the last resort, learn to into a comeback, a setup for a comeback. The things that pertain to your passion. Be knowledgeable about what you have chosen. Limit yourself to your environment. Yourself to your environment. Then you have not lived. Let it not be your set target. What you see, your motivation. Limit yourself to your environment. Find a model. Find books. Better. Yeah. For you. And listen. When you find it, you will find satisfaction. I mean, it will also attract wealth. You know, in a having said all this, the head of an old man that will bring to him that he will not, and then they decide then will have them that there is no person you cannot solve. Okay, can you tell us, wise one, what is it? And their intention was, I said it's a dead bed, they will bring it. It's a dead bed in your bed. So the man just looked at it. Is he dead?
Bullets of saying if you love food, you have to also introduce is meat. So a group called yes. See basically you want to say. Smart.
I am smart.
Project. Event anchor for let's appreciate her. Has she come?
So, yeah, my name is like one more. They will look at me. They will look at me. And well, I went to secondary school, changed Mercy Lanja. Of course, the typical Nigerian man, he doesn't want Mercy for my name. And then he said, go, he told my mom, follow her to school, change it back to one. Luckily, I'm like, no, this is a Yoruba style alphabet. I'm from Kogi State. Like the abacha, I can't start going into. Sorry, I'm giving you. Timana. But the feeling, love the. So when you ask me what my name is, you know, and then I think it became a personality, self-confidence. Today, define self-confidence. You know what? That generation we have self-confidence. I had to transition into the fact that parents streams sometimes we think that they are the most trying to shield fear or timidity or insecurity. Exactly. Do you understand? So I'm a teacher by profession, yeah. So I like communicating. I teach school, so I like communicating. So they kind of camouflage to give that. For trying to look for an example to give. Some people, some children are from battered homes, you get, and probably broken or probably have issues they deal with. And the only way they can deal with it when they come is to want to intimidate everybody. And you, who is probably in the work gang and that has self-confidence, can buy that razness and take it into your own personality. While that person is from something broken. Do you understand? So, what is the right type of, what is self-confidence? Let's go there. The Oxford Dictionary says that self-confidence is a feeling of total trust in one's ability, quality, and judgment. Total trust in one's ability, quality, and judgment. But how can you truly trust your ability? How can you truly trust your quality or your judgment if you have not been tried, tested, or proven? If you have not been tried, tested, and proven. I don't want to speak English today, so we'll calm down and slow very soon. Are you with me? So, how can you know? Because I told you, people just come and they're loud, but they don't really have anything inside. So that self-confidence is just like you've heard the proverbs that say the empty drum makes the what? Loudest noise. So they're all confident when you see them, they look it, they don't have anything to give. And any small thing puts them off. Not everybody, but your self-confidence, true self-confidence has to be tested, tried, and proven. If some of us are Christians here, I don't know, you know Peter. For those who are not Christians, there's a story about Peter in the Bible. I used to think that Peter is a Yoruba guy, yeah, very high. Because Peter was very outspoken, jumping to, we have many stories like that, jumping to the sea when he saw Jesus and he wants to just be. And then when he came for his self-confidence to be tested and tried, he denied Jesus 3 times. As a go. And then he went back and cried. But the good thing about that story, about his story, is that he became one of the top pioneers of Christ. So we're not going into all that, but I'm just giving you the reason why, to know your true self-confidence, you have to be tested, tried, and proven. And you'll be tested in every sphere of your life. As a student, in your class, in your house, in your family, in your career, you'll be tested and tried. And that's why before I said becoming. If you have not become, when you are tested and tried, you will fail. Why? Because you have not built anything inside. And we talked about purpose discovery, yeah? Please don't throw that away. Because you need that in your self-confident journey. So, why do we need to be self-confident? I've already defined what self-confidence is. The true self-confidence. But why do we need to be self-confident? Is it for Ewa? Is it for... I'm not going to that. Is it for Abado? Why do we need to be self-confident? Well, now, is it to toast girls or good girls? Because that's the only way guys is to show prowess. You know, no go to star. If you're not able to try it, you are not self-confident enough. Do you get? You cannot woo him as a girl. You're not self-confident enough. Do you get? Is it for that? Is it for intimidation? Is your self-confidence to intimidate others? So probably you're really well-to-do, and then you come to school, and then you just want to flicker what you have, and then you don't care about anybody's emotions or feelings. Like, is that truly self-confidence, or is it a camouflage for your insecurity? Or why do you want to be self-confident? I'm not giving you the reason. I'm asking you the wrong reasons why some of you might think it's self-confidence. So, is it for deceptive, right? Convincing. Some of you can lie. And your ability to lie, the self-confidence, like I don't know where it streams from. You get like so is that why you're learning lines to be self-confident? Is it for you to be deceptive? No. Now I'm going to talk about why. The actual reason for true self-confidence. Number 1, to access opportunities. To access what? Opportunities. So there was this boy in my school then, my secondary school, who, when they first opened technical drawing in school, we didn't start on time, but when they opened the class, the subject, he was the only one there. And people mocked him, he to do, oh God, we have haters everywhere. And then people like, you to do, why are you showing yourself? He always brings a project every week, either a drawing construction or something. And he was confident about his work, and then he wanted to learn more. Do you get? Self-confidence sometimes is not being perfect at what you do. It's opening up to learn more and be better at what you want to do. Do you understand? So, Silas, my school then, always wanted to do more. And trust me, like I said, opportunities were open for him, and he got scholarship to university. Why? Because he put himself out there with what confidence he has in what he does or what he loves to do. And when you were talking about purpose discovery, that's why you need to find your purpose. Because when you find your purpose, you can be able to channel your self-confidence into your purpose and produce something for yourself. Are we there? So number 2, confidence will help you take up your destiny roles. Confidence will help you take up your destiny roles. Some people are brilliant in their head. You have no idea what's going on in there. Do you get? Self-confidence helps you project what is in your mind to the world. Self-confidence helps you project what is in your mind to the world. You only have ideas in you. Some people have had great ideas that would have changed their families' problems forever since when they were in secondary school, and now they're in their 40s and 50s, and those ideas are still in their minds. It's because they are not bold enough to project that idea to the world. So self-confidence helps you take up destiny roles. I remember when in secondary school, I didn't like talking so much, but my teacher discovered that, okay, there was one day she asked me to read this Echoes of Hard Times, and I never reading it once, and she was like, I like you, I like how you read again, and read again. And then there was this talk show that they were supposed to post in school. Till today, my head voice still reminds me that as if we are all shaking, like we were all shaking on the stage. But the thing is that it was intentional. We wanted to do, even though we're not there yet, but we wanted to try. Write this down. Self-confidence can be built. It can be built. Because from my own experience, I will tell you that I have built self-confidence over time. So, self-confidence helps us take destiny roles. And from that speaking, I started doing in secondary school. I don't know how many times I've spoken outside of secondary school, or how many some gigs I've gotten to speak when I left secondary school. And I'm here speaking. It's part of the journey. Part of the journey. So it helps you take up destiny roles. Why? Wherever you are, whatever stage of life you are. So, number 3, confidence helps you to have control over social pressure. Confidence helps you to have control over social pressure. Social pressure and anxiety is one thing that is killing a lot of people today. Do you get? Social pressure. You want to be woke. You want to, want to talk like everybody. We want to talk like the gram. We want to dress like the gram. We want to be like the gram. You know what the gram is, yeah? What is the... Okay. So we all want to do that. But we have lost... There's no self-confidence enough to be able to stand your ground and be like, no, I don't want to be like this. This is how I want to be. Because you want to go with the flow. So self-confidence helps you to have control over social pressure. Have your own identity. Even while in school, have your own identity. Say, have my own identity. So, self-confidence gives you influence. I've had this discussion with let me say adults. An adult, well, we all know the age of adult, but this person was around 27 or 8. And then it was like, in his house, they still don't allow him do certain things. Like, they don't give him roles and responsibilities. And I remember a child, one time I was teaching in a children's session, and a child was like, Auntie, how my parents don't treat me, they don't respect me, they don't used to listen to me. How do I do that? And I was like, do you take up responsibility in the house? When you eat, do you wait for mommy to come and clear your plates? Do you volunteer to do anything? Do you volunteer to wash? Do you show that you can be in charge of the little things that they've given you to do? This was like, no. And I'm like, yes, they'll keep treating you as a child because you've never taken up a role to be addressed as an adult. Unless you start taking up that role to be addressed as an adult, you will forever be treated as a child, even when you're old. So self-confidence now is, when I talk about it being built, I'm talking about it giving you influence. Parents know, they acknowledge when a child is self-confident. They feel that this child is capable of handling things, of doing things. Do you understand me? Okay. So number 5, self-confidence makes you more beautiful. Yes, I'm a pioneer of being beautiful. And I told you it's not just outside, it's both inside and outside. So Self-confidence makes you beautiful because you radiate. You know what? It makes you feel like you know what you're talking about. Even sometimes you don't know what you're talking about, but it makes you, yes, it gives you vibe that you know what you're talking about. So self-confidence makes you beautiful and makes you happier. A lot of people who are saddest lack confidence. Check that out. So now, my time, right? I'm conscious of that. How can I get true self-confidence? Now, this will be my ending compilation of what self-confidence is and what true self-confidence is. So how can I get confidence, right? Belief system. Someone say belief system.
Belief system.
Belief system. Now, you cannot become anything. You cannot become anything you do not believe to become. Right? True self-confidence is not self-compromise. So you have to have a belief system. And that is what a lot of our young people lack today. We do not have a foundational belief system. And that is why immediately we step out, we are being influenced. At your age, at any place you are in life, you can create a belief system. And there's something that I've known growing up as an adult is that you need to keep questioning, and exposure on belief systems, on what you believe, on the ideas you have. Do you understand? Because sometimes the things you know might not be functional now. So you have to question your belief system and know how to channel it in your now. Probably when you have a belief system now in secondary school, this for you, and then you probably go to the university, and then you see that what you knew before was not working. Now this is positive belief system because there's very, very trashy belief system. So you see that this functioning where you are, and you're not making progress in what you want to do. Question that, and that's what is going to lead me. Now, okay, I'm going to some good belief system. Be kind. It's a belief system. Kind people also have self-confidence. Kindness, I don't know how to put it, is a fruit for the soul. It's a fruit for... Be committed to purpose discovery. You know, just about eating Jones. The things you eat now, the things that somebody is forcing you to take now, question yourself. It's going to affect me. Or my parents just pressurizing me into wanting to eat right. You know, they just want me to eat vegetables because, yeah, this or that because of, like, question yourself. That's what brings you to the level, you know, of self-confidence, knowing that somebody is trying to question something. You're not just answering because you want to defend your parents or your... Do you understand? You're answering from a place of understanding and not a place of trying to defend, because that's what we do, defend. What are you doing? Even information from your parents, you can be defending trash, but question and understand what the purpose. Or do I need more friends? Do I need to cut down on friends? Those are belief systems. Negative. People will tell you you're always negative. Ask yourself, am I truly always negative? What's the cause? Why do I need to be positive? Right? So is what leads me to number 2, knowledge. Knowledge. To know more. To be more is to know more. You cannot be more if you are limited in your information or the knowledge you have. So to know more is to, or to be more is to know more. So the right type of confidence is only gotten from the right type of information. The right type of information. So you were talking about, I keep still referring to purpose discovery and the right type of information. Like she said, she likes food. Probably she wants to be a caterer. Probably someone wants to be a fashion designer. Probably somebody wants to be something. But to know more, they need to know more. They need to ask questions. And that's what gives you the self-confidence. Your parents will ask you now, so why do you want to be a fashion designer? I just like clothes. You know, like, it's a good reason, but it doesn't sound convincing enough. Why do you want to play football? I just like football, or I scored one goal in school. It's not convincing enough. So sometimes when they now talk down on your dreams, it locks you up. Do you get? So you have to be self-confident enough to be able to project your dreams and visions. And how can you do that? It's by studying on them. You can